Good morning, everyone. Dr. Joe here, and today we're talking about grade handoffs and changes. It's a brand new system coming straight from our tech team, and it is a game changer. It's a grade changer too, though. So, very first thing we have to do is get into our instructor portal. And remember, the portal is really easy. It's your.upeople.edu. In fact, if you're a Moodle, you can even find the instructor portal through the handy little drop-down menu on top of Moodle. In case you can't remember your.upeople.edu, go to Moodle, go to faculty link, and it's the first link. Okay? So let's click on it. So we've clicked on it, and we're going to see, well, you won't see a test account. You're going to see your own account. And the test account has a lot of stuff you won't see. But what you want to look for, and on the test account's way down here, is grade management. So, the term is over with, final exams are done, or if you're MBA, education, or any other graduate course that doesn't have a final exam, your grades are almost done, right? So, you're grading over the weekend, you're finished by Sunday night, Monday morning, you have all your grades in. So what do? How do you say, I have my grades in? Simple. You press your little grades management button and a new screen loads up for you. Now you're going to see two links on the side. One is grades handoff and the one's request for grade change. Right now, we're in grade handoff time, so we want to make sure we're on grades handoff. And it even says right here, grades handoff. So, I'm not going to read this to you. It's basically saying our final deadline is Monday, 11:55 p.m. U People time. Meaning, if you do not hand in your grades by then, we have to lock you out. The system locks you out. You will not be able to hand in your grades. If you do not hand in your grades, students get upset. If students get upset, chances are it will affect your future course assignments. Okay? It's just like brushing your teeth, folks. Every term, grades are in, get them done. There should be nothing outstanding. You've had, if you're up and up, you've had every week graded perfectly. The last week 8 items should be graded all by Sunday. We just have to wait for our final exams for those of us who have final exams. And then Monday morning or before, make sure you get those grades in. Now, one huge issue I'm going to point out. In the past, we've had people who, let's just say, handed in grades early multiple times. If you click on, I'm going to show you the button right here. This is not the real date, by the way. This is just, they opened this up for a demo. If you click on handoff and you accept it and you confirm it, you cannot change your grades again. This will lock you out of your Moodle class. It locks you out of the class. You can look at it, but you can't do anything with it. So you won't be able to change anything in your class after you click that button and accept. Okay? Now, it won't lock you out of Moodle, it won't destroy anything, it just freezes your gradebook so you can no longer change it. When you hand off grades, it's very important. And again, these have all happened multiple times in the past, so we need to avoid it. When you hand off grades to faculty affairs, you're saying, my grades are done. If you change grades after that, especially without telling us, the student sees one score, and their official record sees the other score. Students get upset with this, rightfully so. Okay? If you don't have everything done by grade handoff time, first of all, again, that will most likely affect your future course, right, offerings. But that means we have to grade for you. And I don't know about you, but grading somebody else's class on the last day of school, it seems like a lot of work. It really is. And it's work that can be easily avoided if the instructor, which most of you do, and I thank you for it, keeps up on their grading task. It's very important. You're an instructor. Part of that is to give feedback to students. Imagine as a student, if you didn't get feedback for the entire term, and then the last day someone else came in and had to grade your stuff, you're not going to be too happy, are you? No, don't do damage. Do no harm. So, not enough of that pep talk, right? So, I'm a great instructor. I'm a good instructor. I'm an okay instructor. I have all my grades done, right? I'm up, I'm on the ball. It is Sunday night. All the final exams are in. The grades are done. Remember, English comp people, you have to do your grades before the exams are done. The exams are not done for comp. They're not inputted into the gradebook for comp until after you hand them off. They're not inputted until like Wednesday, okay? But we need you to go handoff, boom, okay? Now, if you have an outstanding extension, for example, hand it off. If it's an extension that is exam-based, hand it off. If it's extension based on work you're submitting or taking in late, that has to be graded before Monday, okay? But for example, if you see people who did not take your exams yet, and it's Monday, still hand off your grades. We know with our insight and our tech tools who still needs to take an exam, who gets an extension, who didn't get the extension, okay? But we need you to lock your gradebook on your end so nothing else changes. So if they miss their extension, we can pull on time. If they make their extension, we can pull on time. Remember, one person cannot hold up 16,000, 18,000, 20,000, whatever the number of students is currently. Okay, you're holding up all those grades. You can't do that. You cannot do that because this is an all or nothing system. So, now, courses to hand off. Yeah, Programming Fundamentals and English Comp 1. So I'm teaching 2 different courses, but watch this, number of classes. I'm teaching 2 sections or 2 groups of Programming Fundamentals. I'm teaching 1 of English Comp 1. All right, so how many classes total? 3. 2 plus 1 is 3, right? But the courses are just 2 courses, 3 classes. The most important thing to remember is if you are teaching 2 sections or classes or groups, however you want to call it, of a single course, you can't hand off group 1 and then group 2. You have to hand both groups off. So make sure that everything is graded in both of your groups before you click handoff. In fact, you can make sure everything is graded in all your courses before you click handoff, so you only have to do this once. Okay, so I'm great. I'm up and up. I checked my gradebook. Everything's perfect. I entered no zeros for any missing assignment. Remember, do not enter zeros for a missing assignment. If the student takes it later on, especially for an exam, that 0 you gave them will override their actual score. Do not enter zeros for any missing assignment. Again, do not enter zeros for any missing assignment. Thank you. And you click handoff. So yay, we're handing stuff off. And then the pop-up is a little bit, there we go. It pops up. You're now closing your gradebook. I have to click confirm. Right now, I still have to click this big pink button called confirm. So, if you have changes to make them before you click confirm, because once you click confirm, it processes and wait for it. Great. Thank you for closing. It's handed off. I can't click on anything. How do I? Oh my gosh. I didn't grade Johnny's. I didn't grade Jill's. Oh, no, Mom would, no. I didn't see their learning journal. No, what? I didn't. Too late. It's too late. You clicked handoff. You said everything was done. You can't accept work anymore. If there is something outstanding, you're going to have to file a change of grade for that student. And every student you have something outstanding for. So, for example, you forgot to grade Learning Journal 8. and you have 35 people in your class, that's 35 separate grade changes you're going to have to do. And I'll tell you what, that's a lot of work for a lot of departments, and that's a lot of stress on your students too. Okay? Do not hand off until you're ready, but be ready before the deadline. If you hand off before you're ready, or you hand off or don't hand off at all, this will severely impact your future courses. Remember, my only rule really is do no harm. Do as I will, do no harm, right? That's it. So not say everything's smooth, composition 1, oh my gosh, the final exams aren't in, what do I do? I remember, all my stuff's graded, the final exams won't be in until after handoffs are done, so I hand it off. And magic happens, and now all of my grades are closed. Yay, nothing else to click. I am absolutely done. Very, very cool. Now, remember, this is a brand new system. It might take a little bit to everyone to learn perfectly, but the biggest thing is, if you have a question, email us first. Don't click on a button and then email us. Actually, it's 2 buttons, right? You have to confirm it. Don't do that. Email us first and then ask. Schedule an office appointment with one of the coordinators or my associate director or myself, and then ask. Talk to a trainer and then ask. Talk to your evaluator and then ask. You know, like, talk to someone and ask. Ask them as long as you ask them before you click on the button if you have questions. Because once you click that button, there's no way to get you back active in that course. None. Zero. El zilcho. Your course is dead then. You're going to have to go through and grade manually. If you mess up, it's not going to be pretty at all. Okay. Now, request for grade change. After the term is over, this will be here during grade change time. So let's say someone is making a case saying like, oh, no one graded my written assignments ever. I have zeros all the way through. I handed them in, and you check and you go, oh wow, you're right. You have zeros. I need to fix this. Well, first of all, part of your evaluation and part of your duties as an instructor is to check the written assignments, check the discussion forums, check for ungraded material or peer gaps. If Johnny gives Jill a 90 and Eddie gives Jill a 0, something's got to be wrong. Check those peer gaps, okay? Change it. You can change those in the course. Weekly. It's your job. Okay, but just in case something weird happens, then you select the class and go, okay, I need to change it for this one. And then it's going to say, haha, just kidding. But if it didn't say, haha, just kidding, a new drop-down menu will happen and you can change grades. Now, the reason why this is saying, haha, just kidding, is because these terms are past the deadline. Meaning, you've waited too long, you cannot change a grade during, right there. You are not allowed to change the grades during this period. Perfect. Beautiful. Right? Absolutely it. So, no more grade forms to change. It's through this request for grades change, okay? And this will be live only when the request period is still active, okay? So, that's a lot to take in, but right now, really just focus on grades handoff. This is the huge thing. Monday, 11:55 p.m. UO people time, not your time unless you happen to live in UO people time, which is GMT -5. Okay? That's the day after the exams close, basically, right? Exams close Sunday night, that Monday night, everything's in. Splickety splat. Gotta get it in, okay? Remember, comp, your final exams won't be up until Wednesday. You have to submit before that. You can't wait for final exams. No one should wait for final exams. Click on Handoff. If they have an extension, we'll know. Don't worry. All this Handoff does says, I'm done with my grades. It's up to faculty affairs from here. We got it. No problem, right? All right. So if you have any questions, please email faculty.affairs@upeople.edu. In fact, there's a link right here. Just click it. Fill out your email. Type it out. Send it on in, okay? My name is Dr. Joe Shevchuk. On behalf of the University of People, I wish you a successful, great term and a very, very successful grade handoffs. Remember, you get one shot. Thank you.